Hello, my name is Kenny and welcome to this video of me explaining to you my top 10 photos. I'm just gonna go straight into it, alright? I'm gonna analyze 10 images I took that were not planned that made the cut. Let's go straight into it. So the first image that I took was this one was actually a very interesting one. This is of my then girlfriend. Okay, I said then. T-H-E-N. Then. If anyone soundbites this. Remove. Now fiance, Nadine. It's Nadine. Nadine, not Nadine. Nadine. She always gets at me for this. This is the first shot we took. After months and months of begging her to do a photo shoot with me. I took one of her sleeping. She was genuinely sleeping. She was hungover in the back of a car, and I just snapped it. So that is one photo that actually got me a few jobs. That was not planned. This one is of my twin's girlfriend. There's actually 3 photos of her that I took anyway. The first one was we were in a house party. So this is the first ever shot I took of her, was in a house party. This was ages ago. This was 2013, I think. Jesus, it's a while back. Obviously, I was just getting into photography then. I was just taking pictures, and then she happened to walk in between light when it was clearing up, and I just told her just wait there 1 second, and I quickly ran, got my camera, and just snapped about 3 shots, and that was the one I made cut there. And it wasn't something that we, that I was expecting to go anywhere. I just took it because as soon as she walked into the light, I saw it and I thought, I have to snap this, and I did. It came out pretty sick actually. Now this was one of the very first pictures I started taking early on in my photography career. Recently just got a Canon 500D, I'll never forget it. It was a 500D, and I borrowed a 50mm lens and I was just so intrigued by it. I was just testing the lens just to get the right feel for it. And she so happened to look away, and I snapped it at the right time, and I just absolutely fell in love with this shot. I'm proud of that shot to today. Just one of those things where I was just testing it out and it just worked. So yeah, it was a big shot for me. This one is another shot that I'll tell you the story of how me and this lady got to do a few photos, because over the span of my career, where I've been doing a photo shoot with this lady for a while. I was covering a shoot for a Christmas party that I got booked in for. And I was walking around taking pictures, and then there's just one lady that just seemed to catch my eye every time. And I just went up to her and approached her. I was like, I'm scared. It's my first time doing like a portrait picture with someone out of the blue, terrified. I just thought, let me just go out there and let me just ask her. Because me and my sister had a long conversation about, you have to market yourself shamelessly. And I approached her and I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. And if she says no, the worst she can say is no, and I walk away from it, knowing that I tried. So I approached her and I said, "Hi, my name's Kenny." Professionally, you have to be professional about this kind of thing. You know what I mean? This one was one of my favorite ones because this was, I think, the 3rd or 4th shoot we did. This was in one of my friend's apartment that I turned into like a mini studio. It was one of those shots again. That wasn't the shot I was going for, but it worked, and I was like, fair enough, we'll keep it, and they made a cut. Yeah. This is another sick one that I so happened to have my camera on me at the time. Went for one of my friend's birthday meals, and I got to talking to everyone, and obviously a friend of mine, Simran, she was sat in front of me talking, and I just said, just stay there for a second, took my camera, snapped it, and put it in my portfolio as well. Happened to make the cut. I got a 70-200mm lens. First time trying it out. I was in a festival. I was covering a festival. A friend of mine that happened to be there as well. She picked up a camera, and we were shooting together. And while I was shooting away, I just thought, she didn't know. She actually did not know this picture was taken. She just happened to look at me, and I just kind of zoomed in and just snapped it, and then boom, and she was. So it wasn't a thing where she was expecting me to do it. I just happened to catch her at the right time, the right place. Yeah. Boom. This was in London Fashion Week. Jasmine Asia, she was blooded out to the fullest, all red, everything. She stood out for me in London Fashion Week. I took a few shots, and that one was the one I made the cut. And that one I posted and got quite a lot of feedback from it. And I think she's doing pretty good now. I've not shot with her since, but that was the one time where I literally had 5 minutes with her. And we did the shoot, and I think she's a model now, I think. She's signed, I don't know. She's out there. But literally, it was literally 5 minutes I spent with her doing the shoot in London Fashion Week on the street. Broad daylight. This is another one that I did. I was doing some pictures for a salon. We were just talking, and then I just told her to just stay there because I think we were stood on a plane. It wasn't. I mean, that wasn't a shot that they were going for, but it was just in a plane wall. And just stand there for a second for me. And I think it was just the way the light hit her face from both sides, and I just snapped it. And that made the cut. All the shots made the cut. Colin Carter, lo and behold, I did not know this guy was, how big he was going to become, or how big he was going to be. I met him at London Fashion Week again, and he liked what he was wearing. Actually, I think he had this. No, I'll never forget it. It was all khaki, khaki green, the hat, jacket, trousers, and boots in black. Love the style. Style looked absolutely crisp. And I just let me just snap this guy. Did not know that he's Cardi B stylist. Just hanging about on the streets in London, just casual, like. Yeah. Still have his details, still speak to him every now and then, but I did not know he's Cardi B stylist. So that was interesting. This is of a model who was heading to another location, did a shoot on rooftop, was en route to another location. We was in an elevator together. Literally at that moment, I just said, guys, not gonna lie, can everyone just exit the elevator? I'm gonna shoot this hair. This is probably 2013, I think. Victoria. The story for this is pretty cool. I was in Pret a Manger, and the girl cycled on a bike, looking absolutely cool as hell. Short hair, had a big jacket on, and she looked so dope. And I was like, hey, would you be interested in the photo shoot with me? She seemed a bit nervous at the start, but I think when I explained the situation, I appreciated it. And then a week after that, I reached out to one of my friends as a makeup artist. Did makeup, headed out, did a shoot. Last but not the least, now this one was with a very good friend of mine, Keisha. It was during the Christmas market. It was so mad. I literally just approached the guy and just said, yo, boss, listen, I'm gonna get in the back of the cab for literally 2 minutes. And he was so happy with it. Super friendly, and he was just like, yeah, sure thing, do your thing. I think he was just, passing time anyway. I think for him, it'd be nice to see something happen in the back of his cab rather than these people throwing up. Which was pretty much most of the case in that time for the vid. There is a story behind why I shared this photos, because sometimes as a creative we get so stuck in our own mind of over planning, and sometimes we sit down. I don't know if this goes for you, but for me, myself, I have this all the time. I have like a 5-man discussion in my own head thinking, oh, it's gonna work, it's not gonna work, or this, and I put all the problems on the table, and sometimes just do it. Just don't plan, don't tell anyone, just do it. Like what's his face said.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
One thing I start to think to myself is art is subjective. Out of every 10 people that you show a picture to, 7 might like it, 3 might not. 5 might like it, 5 might not. You have to just keep going. Art is subjective, you know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna dig what you dig, but you have the right to dig it. I say that to all creatives out there. to myself as well. This is literally a message to myself more than anything else, because I am very aggressively guilty of it. So yeah. Kenny, fix up, man. Watch this video 3 months from now and pick yourself back up, or tomorrow, pick yourself back up. Out here faffing about. Come on, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, my guy. Like and subscribe. There's more stuff to come. More stuff to come. I'm just, you have to ginger your swagger. You have to give it to them small. Come on.